World of Tanks Blitz and World of Tanks PC are very, very different games on the aspects of playing them. Obviously, Blitz is a lot easier in certain aspects, and PC is a lot different in certain aspects, and I like both games because of that. In World of Tanks PC, I commemorate for one very, very big thing, and that is the ability to get premium takes and reward takes for free. Currently, the World of Tanks PC has a battle pass that lasts about half the year. You're able to get Tier 9 vehicles for free. Now, obviously, you can't get both of them for free. There's currently 2 available, but you still are able to get a Tier 9 vehicle absolutely for free just by playing the game. And that also goes for the new event coming right into the game now for the Kampfpanzer 07RH, which you can see right in front of you, a Tier 8 German medium tank. You can get this vehicle for free by playing a heck ton of battles, but even if you don't get it for free, if you put in a decent chunk of time, you're able to cut the price tag in half, or even up to 80% on this take. And that's great. That means that you're able to get really, really cheap vehicles absolutely brand new. That vehicle has not been in the game yet. It's brand new to the game, and that's great. And they do that about every 2 months or so on World of Tanks PC, which keeps a lot of players that normally wouldn't be engaged in the game very, very engaged. Add that with the battle pass they have. I love that about World of Tanks PC. It keeps all the good players that normally wouldn't play after they've gotten everything in the game playing the game. The issue is World of Tanks PC, or World of Tanks Blitz, doesn't do that. And this is something that I've said about 3 times now that they need to do. It's ridiculous that this doesn't already happen, but the events that Wargaming adds are quite useless for players that already have vehicles in the game, and these players, like me, that want to continue playing the game have nothing to do. I love playing games like Forza Horizon and other vehicles because I find enjoyment in playing a game that involves cars and something that I love. Tanks are great and everything, but I get more frustrated playing this game than anything else, especially when I have no goal to play this game. I've already got everything unlocked. There's no point for me to waste my time playing a game that I don't get much enjoyment out of because I already have everything unlocked. My goal in the game is either to unlock something I don't have or to play it because I find it very enjoyable. While Blitz can be enjoyable at some times, it also can be extremely frustrating at others, so I just bother not to play it most of the time. And if Wargaming would add events where you're able to get your hands on Tier 8, Tier 9, Tier 10 vehicles for free, but it took you a lot of time to earn them, that would be great for someone like me because it would give me a goal and something to strive to get. But because that doesn't exist, I just don't bother playing the game, which in return probably means Wargaming earns a lot less money from players like me that would normally spend more money playing the game, maybe buying premium account or, something else, gold, anything like that. The more time, obviously, people that spend money play the game, the more money they will in return spend. I really don't understand why they don't do events that are like this. Now, sure, they do events that give you vehicles. They did an event for the Loza Sherman, but it's a Loza Sherman, and it's not new to the game. If they did this for new vehicles, let's say like the turtle that comes out, imagine if they did an event that, sure, took you 100 hours to unlock and it only lasted a week or so, but either way, now obviously that doesn't really work, but either way, imagine you could earn or even cut the turtle's price tag down to 25% of what it normally would be by playing an event and playing the game. That would be great. And they should do things like this. It would keep people like me engaged in the game. And they could do mission campaigns. I think I've said this 3 times now. Back before the Sheridan came into the game, I said the Sheridan, before it even came in the game, should have been a reward tank. I said the Object 260, before it came into the game, should have been a reward tank. And you know what? They turned both of them. Well, one of them is a tech tree, so I agree with that. But the other one, a premium. They could have made the Object 260, which, by the way, Wargaming made literally nothing on. Me, I bought it, and I've seen maybe 3 Object 260s in total out of my entire month of playing the game. That is not a lot of 260s. That is literally nothing. They've maybe made a couple $1,000s off of it, maybe 10,000. That's all I can really think. And they could have easily used that amount of effort, and they could have put it into a massive mission marathon where it took players hundreds and hundreds of hours, many hours of playing the game, but they would get a free tier 10. You don't know how many players would do that, especially if it earned credits. That's something that I really disagree with Wargaming on, is that they need to have a way to keep players like me and other very good players, or even players that just spend a lot of money and have everything they want in the game, to play the game more. And getting a vehicle that you can't purchase with gold. This event should not be purchasable with gold if it is a mission marathon. You are forced to play it, you can't buy it, and you have to complete each mission, and they get gradually harder until you get the vehicle. That is what I find fun, because a game should be challenging, and as well, the players should want to get better. Currently in Blitz, there's no drive to get better for most of these players because there's nothing you really need to get better for. What's the point in getting better when you can just, buy a tier 10 premium or whatever? What's the point? When you could, with World of Tanks PC, actually grind a tier 10 vehicle that requires a lot of effort for absolutely free that earns credits. And there are tier 10 reward vehicles that you can get, especially with bonds in World of Tanks PC. This is something that I definitely disagree with Wargaming on, and well, my nose is bleeding, I've just realized right now, but guess the old tissue going up there. But nonetheless, this is something I've always disagreed with the Blitz side of World of Tanks on. I don't know who runs it compared to the World of Tanks PC side, but it's something that really should be in the game. It's something that would keep a lot of players in. It wouldn't require a huge amount of effort. They could do it for the IS-5 for all I care. The IS-5 is a vehicle that's been in the game forever, and it might not keep me engaged in the game, and it might not keep a lot of players engaged, but at least they could try it and see how many people play. I just don't get what would hurt the game if they did something like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, obviously, a lot of people always try and slander me and tell me that sometimes I'm harsh on Wargaming, and I tell them things that obviously they're a company, they should run it however they want. And then they tell me I'm harsh on the player base and I can't ever make up my mind. The reason I state my ideas is because obviously I love the game, and I want World of Tanks Blitz to be the best game possible because I want to enjoy it just as much as everybody else. And if I'm not finding enjoyment in the game, then obviously other people, which a lot of YouTubers have expressed, I'm pretty sure Meadsy has, I'm pretty sure Pantouf, which he has expressed he doesn't find it as enjoyable anymore. Almost every Super Unicum I've talked to, they don't enjoy playing the game that much anymore, and it's pretty obvious why. The game just gets pretty dang boring once you've done everything in the game. That's how games are. But the issue is, World of Tanks Blitz isn't a game like Grand Theft Auto where you can hook up with your friends and just have a fun time. Blitz gets very frustrating, and I really don't enjoy playing it all that long. Maybe I'll play it for an hour, like maybe a couple days too. Normally nowadays, I just get a video out, and then I'll go play Forza, or I'll go play Mario with a friend. That's what I do. I enjoy the Wii a lot more than I enjoy Blitz. And this is something that Wargaming should know, is that I personally find the game boring. A player of 7 years has pretty much nothing left to do in the game. And sure, you might not want these players in the game that much longer, but it's just not the way I find a company should be run. Is you want all sorts of players to be in the game. You want veterans, and as well, you want players that haven't played a long time, but you want the players that aren't great to strive to get better. So if you make these mission marathons for vehicles that are free, and these players don't want to spend money, or they want to get their hands on a free tier 10 tank that, obviously they need to get better to unlock, that's something that would give a lot of players the drive to get better at the game, and it also would give me something to do. That is how Blitz should be. And it wouldn't require much effort. One vehicle out of the 20 premiums they're currently working on, they would just have to slap onto a mission and give them a bunch of missions. But I don't think Blitz will ever do it. I don't know. I know the Kunzpanzer's coming up, but that's going to be a birthday reward, so that doesn't really count in the system. That'll last a week. I want a long, month-long thing. They can see how it works, and well, I guess we'll find out. But right now we got the Battle Pass, and the Battle Pass really doesn't cut it. It got boring after about the first week, because it's the same thing. It's nothing new. It's not really a new premium tank. It's just a premium that's been reskinned that they put about maybe a couple hours work into the camo, and that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As always, if you did, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Now, obviously, it's Wargaming's company. They can run it however they like. I'm just adding constructive criticism. That's something that I feel could be very good for the company. It's something that I would find foolish that they wouldn't take advantage of, especially with how many good players play this game. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.